Hello, welcome back, YouTube. This is about 5 seconds later.
Oh my god, it's Mio Takano's birthday again.
Hi, welcome back to Mio Takano's birthday. Who wants to play Pin the Tail on the Tomatake's neck?
It's so dark in here.
That's easy to do.
Hold
There's a lot of neck.
Just set up. I already.
He's got such a wide, meaty neck.
Neck built like the broadside of a barn.
Do a barrel roll.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I think I turned the voices off. Yeah, I did. Cool.
Takano, it's your birthday today.
Cake and
Okay,
ice
okay.
cream.
Cake
Cake and ice cream
Wait,
is
still
on
can't
its
hear the
way.
And
I think we still
Takano.
can't hear the music.
Has been
Wait,
such
you
a good
still
boy this
can't?
year.
What do you mean you can't? Oh, wait, because I'm not streaming the game. I'm stupid. Well, you didn't miss
You are.
anything.
Kill
I'm
Tomitake while we all cheer.
I'm streaming the full screen projector, not the game. Hold on. There we
The
go.
game?
This is the actual
You
game.
mean the one you
Let's
just
go.
lost?
True.
Alright. Himatsubushi. For you.
Wait, look at.
Look at what?
Is this loss?
This is,
think it is.
in fact, lost.
No.
This is
I
think it's
if you turn on
lost.
its
This
side.
is not
If you-
lost.
This is
How is
lost
this
if you turn
lost?
on
Is this
its side.
lost?
No, it's not.
It's
It
actually
fucking
lost.
isn't.
This is the
Then
fourth
why?
chapter.
Then why
Listen.
did Rika miscarry?
Shut up! She can't even get married anymore. How could she
Wait,
do
that's why there was the hole in her belly. She
Anymore?
miscarried.
Okay,
Rika's
okay.
a Christmas cake?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Let me read.
She's
No.
6,000 years old and a
Himatsubushi.
vampire.
Himatsubushi. For you, the final mystery. Time-killing chapter. Okay, so it was a pun. Me and Wolcroft were talking about this. Anyway.
I was saying it's a Limbus Company reference.
The idle
Oh,
game
okay.
chapter.
True,
I now-
it's cookie clicker.
I now entrust
You're
you.
just gonna press
Shut up!
start,
Shut
and
up!
it's gonna be
We're not even in the chapter yet! I now entrust you with all the mysteries within Higurashi when they cry. However comical it may be, if you have reached any conjecture, then you have passed. This final novel is a meager reward for you. Conjecture is impossible. You have the right to reject this story.
It was the 19th person.
Got to the final
oh
mystery.
my god, true!
I reject this story immediately. Are we
it was
done?
Final
The
mystery.
night- it-
Yes, that's why it's the
It was
shortest
the 19th
scenario.
This arc
It was the
includes...
19th
Wow, the
person on
shortest
grassy knoll.
scenario.
This arc we're not even in the story yet, guys! Calm down!
I rejected it.
We're
I reject
rejecting
your story and substitute Keiichi's soft skin.
This arc includes
Substitute
choi-
hunt down the
This
Freeman.
arc includes choices that were added in the console version. These choices result in dialogue changes and can lead to bad ends. Do you want to see these choices?
Wait, that's
Yes, absolutely.
I think
absolutely.
yes, right?
prompt
No,
choices.
no
highlight.
highlights.
Versus
No
highlight
highlights.
diagnosis.
Yeah.
Let us go through bad ends.
Okay, fair enough. Who is
I
the
want
criminal,
worst
you ask?
end.
Don't we search
I
for them
don't-
in this story? Who is the criminal, you ask? Do you even know what the criminal did? Who's the criminal? Who is the criminal who will kill me now? Frederica Bernkastel. Depicting him as a really good guy is really important to make him Midsummer, 1985. Okay, so it is in the...
Literally
it's-
1985.
It's late.
Wait, isn't it after?
It's 1980
yeah.
late.
I kind of had an inkling that something like this might happen. I was hoping it'd be in the other direction, though. Anyway, I had misread the time and ended up arriving too early.
It was actually 1987.
This is not Keiichi, right? There's no way.
Yeah, no one
Yes.
else could be incompetent at this story.
The schedule board flipped with a series of clacks. Well, competence is not really the important part here. The important part is that he's either dead or in a mental hospital by this point. My flight to
Maybe he got out.
My flight to Sapporo was still a bit later on. Oh!
Peter.
Wait, I get it. It's Rosa's boyfriend. Oh, duh.
Which is Keiichi.
God, I fucking hope not.
It would explain so much, though.
It would.
This is me pre 9/11 when I didn't have to take my shoes off to go on a fucking plane.
Oh, yeah,
You were
also...
already a Ugandan warlord by then.
Oh yeah, also, chat said, Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, hidden somewhere within this academy. Watch out for her. which is a line that I have never heard before, especially not like 15 separate times in the same visual novel.
Yes, Hinamizawa.
Anyway, I still had over an hour before boarding. Well,
Hinamizawa.
shut up! Well, I might as well close my eyes for a bit on that bench over there then. I came here
Bench? Is that a
directly.
reference?
Shut up! What is wrong with you
Those things
guys?
apart
Nothing
over
has
here.
happened! Literally nothing is happening right
Bench,
now.
is that a
Literally,
reference
you
to
know
the
what
to the
public
hit
parks would
to the
have.
hit 1990s card game, trading card game, Pokemon?
Guys, at least wait until there's something to make a stupid joke out of. Good lord. I came here directly from work, so maybe the fatigue from that was making me sleepy.
Fatigue? Is that a Morrowind reference?
He came? Is that a reference?
True, it decreases your spell success chance.
Alright,
Just
okay.
watch out for it.
Oyashiro Zama's curse is gonna be a big one this year, that's all I'm gonna say. Finding a suitable bench, I put my luggage on the seat next to me and settled down. I assume this is
Oh.
him.
It's Keishi.
Who wants to
Yeah,
take
it's the
this
same
guy?
name color.
Yeah, it's definitely the same name color.
I'm colorblind, it's the same name color.
Brown and like purplish gray are the same color.
Like
Yeah.
vaguely
Yes.
bluish gray.
So does anybody want to take this guy, or am I just taking him?
You're taking him.
Okay.
Yours.
Is this guy like gonna recur a lot, or
I assume this is probably the guy
Only
who
red
is
names
speaking.
know.
I mean, yeah, it's right there in the...
Yeah, okay. I sighed like an old man. Like some sort of
Is
Meon.
that a
Neon.
Legend of
Neon?
Zelda reference? Is that a
Meon?
Legend of Zelda reference?
There you go. There you go, guys. I had hoped to stay young forever, but had become splendidly middle-aged. Apparently the rumor that even people in the latter half of their 20s experience a decline in their physical strength wasn't a lie. Well, yeah, everyone knows that after you hit age 25, your body just starts breaking down until you have no arms or legs.
It's actually 19.
Your cake
Once you hit
becomes
19,
Christmas.
it's over. You wasted your life.
Yeah, basically.
As soon as you're bored, you've wasted your life.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
over. Like you're
is.
already basically
Just
gone.
get everything done in the womb, to be honest, bro.
Anyway, it had been mind-numbingly busy at work lately, so I rarely had any time to myself. This might have been the first time I'd been able to enjoy a journey alone like this since I was a student. The reason behind this trip was to meet with an old friend. It was a bit strange to call him an old friend. In fact, it might be better to call him a bad one. After retiring a couple years ago, he moved to Sapporo, his mother's hometown. His mother passed away
I wonder
soon
who that
after,
could be.
and he was now peacefully enjoying his second lease on life. Well, I'm hoping it's Oishi. His name was Kurado Oishi! Thank you, Ryukishi, for getting to the point. He was a former detective from the Primary Investigation Unit at the station in Okinomiya, XX Prefecture. To be honest, the only direct contact we ever had didn't last more than 3 days. After that, we exchanged New Year's cards, but never met again. So, this would be the first time meeting him in 7 years. In other words, we met 7 years ago,
What the fuck are you talking
in
about?
1978.
Wow, I could never figure that out.
Yeah, there was no way to do that math. There was something I just had to ask, to talk to him about something concerning that time. To explain that, it was impossible to not recall the incident that happened back then. That kidnapping, the details and resolution of which were resigned to darkness. Also, it was impossible not to recall a certain mysterious girl. Who could he be referring to in this chapter with
It really
Rika's face
is a
on it?
mystery. It
Who
really
could he
is a
possibly
mystery.
be
maybe?
referring to?
Akanomiyo.
Yeah,
Clearly.
probably Takano Mio.
Chie,
It's her birthday today. And she is just a little guy.
My name is Mamoru Akasaka. This is
Oh my god, it's Tuxedo Mask.
This is actually kind of funny to me because I've been playing Shibuya Scramble with a group recently, and there's a character named Mamoru Tanaka, so I guess they're related.
Definitely.
It was
Absolutely.
The given name, I'm pretty sure.
it was a year that had been strangely hot, even though it was only June.
Yeah, but have you seen two Johns that weren't related?
Early summer.
Yes!
1978.
Toilets.
Oh.
2 toilets?
All right.
Yeah, that were
Were
away.
they
2 jumps.
were they co-op toilets or competitive?
They were competitive, face to face.
Oh,
rank?
Okay.
I think it was Global Elite.
Oh, okay. That makes
Wow, some high tier shitting.
Okay, anyway. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Okay, bye. Watch out for cars. And don't drop in at a friend's house along the way. Make sure you get your textbooks in order for tomorrow before you go to bed. Clatter, clatter, clatter. The lively sounds of children running towards the hallway. Who wants a young boy?
Did I tell you before?
before? Oh.
That's not a young boy!
I already have one of those. I don't need anymore.
Okay, yes, I got
Jesus
this.
Christ. The unique high-pitched voice of youth was not what just happened. The energetic shrill of the cicadas went completely unheard by their ears. Children, returning home from school, split off one by one from their groups of friends as they went through intersections in the residential area. Even though there were several of them in a group as they left the school, as they got closer to their homes, their numbers dwindled. That's why the fewer friends you were walking home with acted as an indicator that you were that much closer to your destination.
Later. See ya.
Yeah! Why do you sound like you're dead? You sound like you're talking through a fucking
Expired
Ouija
boy.
board. What the hell? He finally parted ways with his last friend.
This is an
It's the
incredibly
last
serious
friend.
chapter.
It's the final friend that he was
Yeah,
dying.
the last one he'll ever make before dying of old age.
No, he sounds like he's already dead at that point. Anyway,
I'm gonna bust a rib, dude. Holy shit.
a van was parked at the bend in the road. The window was open, and the sound of the radio was leaking outside. I hope it's M. Zaki. It must have been the news or something.
For that
For that
reason, the
reason.
3 of them were arrested for traffic violations and obstruction of justice. Due to their protests against the Hinamizawa Dam project resulting in bloodshed when clashing with riot police last month, things have only become more violent. The police are therefore taking precautions against radical activists causing yet another incident. Last week, there was also a direct confrontation with Minister Inukai on the steps of the Ministry of Construction.
The boy's ears perked up at the mention of the name Inukai. At that moment, a man's face peeked out suddenly from the window of the van. Also, Inukai is a funny name because we have Kumagai and Inukai now. We got the bear and we got the dog. Who's next?
The cat.
We
Wait,
also
the
have a
dog?
monkey.
Wait,
He's got that dog in him.
Truly.
like some sort of mountain dog. His behavior was a little different than that of a man looking around to see if there was any incoming traffic before he opened the door of his vehicle. His eyes meeting suddenly with the unfamiliar man, the boy panicked slightly. Who?
What?
Okay,
Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Nightingale. Okay.
Skylark. Okay. They've secured the 2 blocks around us. We're good to go. The man in the passenger seat whispered quietly. I did not perceive that as a whisper, considering he had
I
an
don't know.
exclamation point.
I don't even know which one was the passenger seat.
I assume Skylark,
Dumbledore
because...
said calmly.
I assume Skylark is in the passenger seat, because, yeah.
Skylark whispered quietly.
Nodding
Get into the passenger seat, Shinji.
Nodding in acknowledgement, the man opened the door and stood before the boy.
Are you Toshiki Inukai?
Wait, didn't they mention that some minister's kid got kidnapped? Is
No,
that what's
that never
happening?
happened.
How would they mention that? This is 7 years.
Yeah, this is
Something.
literally the first. This is literally the first chapter that we've ever read.
That is also true.
Alright, anyway, while asking that, the man peered at the boy's name tag. Toshiki Inukai. The name was written plainly there.
Whose phone?
So I'm guessing he probably just got kidnapped. That's probably good. The phone rang for a third time. If he reached out, he could easily pick up the receiver. However, he was concerned that if he picked it up before it had even finished ringing once, whoever was on the other end of the line would think him a fairly cheap person. That's why he normally never picked up the phone until the third ring. Even he thought it was a worthless habit. However, his thinking that there wasn't much meaning in waiting for just 3 rings, wouldn't waiting for 5 be alright, was very much a reality. His mind filled with such trifling thoughts, he picked up the phone after the third ring had finished, its reverb dampened by his action. By his action. I assume this is parent Inukai.
This is actually the son of the kid, Inukai.
So this is probably the minister. Who wants the minister whose kid got kidnapped?
Oh, I'm so excited to voice that character.
Yes, hello.
What?
Hello?
He knew that sometimes, due to a malfunction at the switchboard, calls didn't connect well. Oh, so that's what's happening to GM. Okay, I get it.
Oh, he's still on dial-up.
At those times, it was best to hang up and let the other person on the end call again. Thinking that, the moment he began to hang up the phone, he sensed that he was definitely connected after all. He felt the presence of the person on the other end of the line, keeping silent.
Hello?
There was no way they didn't hear his question. What was the meaning of this? It wasn't like he didn't know that people could use silent calls to harass others. However, he'd never received a call like that until today. Maybe he was just lucky before, but he didn't believe that he would receive such a call on this phone. There were no direct calls to or from this line. Everything had to go through an operator. Therefore, there was absolutely no way the call would be connected unless it was verified there was somebody else on the other end of the line. That's why he didn't understand how to deal with the silent call, and instead settled into confusion.
I don't know who you are, but if you have nothing to say, I'm going to hang up. Please call again some other time.
Intending that to be a parting line, he made to slam down the receiver. It was at that moment the person on the other end spoke for the first time. You didn't say who you were, so I was anxious. If you're not Minister Inukai, please hang up right away. He couldn't help but be surprised by the extremely strange voice on the other end of the line.
Wow, that's insulting from Ryukishi.
Rude. Was there a human alive who could speak with this hoarse and metallic voice? Okay, hoarse and metallic, I'm locking in. No.
Wait, smoke a few cigarettes.
This was a voice he had heard somewhere before. That was the kind of voice that was on those lowbrow documentaries that they used when they wanted to hide the identity of a speaker, wasn't it? The voice he was hearing over the line was exactly like that.
Who are you?
As I said, that's what I want to ask. Are you Minister Inukai? He, Inukai, hesitated to answer. Unable to discern the intent of the suspicious call, he had a vague feeling that something was off. He thought about hanging up the phone and asking the operator who initiated the call. However, he forced himself to restrain that urge, and for the time being, chose to state his name and listen.
That's right, this is Inukai. I said my name, and now, you say yours.
My name doesn't matter. First of all, let's begin by thinking about the situation you're in right now. Right now, you're sitting in your chair talking on the phone, yes? Then, Why don't you try opening the lower drawer to your right? The lowest drawer to the right of the minister's chair. There was a lock on it. Not enough to function as a safe, but nevertheless it was a drawer that contained some valuable things. That was why Unukai thought that the person wanted some of the important information contained within that drawer.
Sorry, but I don't have any intention of opening that. I have no reason to follow orders from somebody who won't even give me his name.
If you don't open that drawer, I'll hang up the phone. You will most likely end up regretting that. Why don't you think about opening that drawer first? Inukai didn't like following orders from the suspicious person one bit. However, he was concerned about what the man said about regretting it, so he decided to open the drawer. He took the small key he kept stowed in his wallet and unlocked the drawer. His hand stopped right before he opened it. What if there was a bomb inside? It would explode if the drawer was open, like some kind of small bomb. That delusion took hold of him. He quelled that instinct and opened it. Kaboom!
And then it explodes.
Did you do it? The thing that's in there, do you know what it is?
What is the meaning of this? Hey!
I don't think there's any need for me to explain, is there? I'll give you some time, so please think about it a little. I'll contact you again later. Now then, pardon me.
Hey, wait! Hello? Hello?
The call had already ended. That would not change, no matter how much he yelled at it. Even still, Inukai, without realizing that, continued yelling into the receiver for a while. The drawer was still open. On top of the folders crammed into the drawer, it lay there. Toshiki Inukai. Written in plain lettering on a grade schooler's name tag, just lying there. Enshrined there, completely out of place, as if it were cowering. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is completely coincidental. Guys, do you think this is a work of fiction?
No.
Nah,
It's
this is
all
definitely
real.
Yeah,
It's
this is all
all
real.
This is actually our live stream. This is just how people in Japan look.
This is a live stream of like 40 years ago, yeah.
Well, no, because 40 years ago they didn't have color. But
This was 47 years ago, actually.
Oh, okay. Wait, so then it's not real, because otherwise it would be in black and white.
no, because
Check
it's set
again.
now.
Wait, I thought it was only 40 years ago. Aren't we in...
No, it was
1985?
1985 was 40 years ago, but this
Yeah,
was 7 years
we're
before
in,
that.
We're in
Oh.
1978 now. Anyway,
Oh,
do you remember, Yuki? This picture. This is where I first proposed to you. That brief moment before you nodded back. You probably wouldn't know just how much. It seemed like an eternity to me. Yes. I would have never thought that amount of time could feel like an eternity. Compared to how long I had to wait for you to propose to me, it was... From the moment I met you until today. Compared to the time I've spent since I was born, it might only be a brief period, but... They were definitely precious, beautiful days that deserve to be called an eternity. That time continues even now. From now on. I wonder if it'll be a boy. Or maybe a girl. Either one is fine. Boy or girl, either way, it's living proof that we love each other. If it's a boy, we'll name it after you, Mamoru. If it's a girl, we'll put the Yuki from my name in hers. Thinking about names is so fun that in the end we still haven't decided yet. There's still time to puzzle over it. Not that long of a time, actually. You see, Yuki, there's something I have to apologize for today. It's about your job. Sorry. It looks like an annoying bit of work has come up. In the worst case, I might not be able to be there for the delivery. It's fine. You have a very important job. What you do protects the way we live. Compared to you, it's nothing. Please, go ahead. When you return, I'll be waiting here with our child. Is this supposed to be a conversation?
It's
This is very
dialogue,
confusing.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a bit confusing.
Between
Thank you.
Akasaka and his wife, I'm guessing.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was interpreting it as a letter.
Please don't
But it is a
apologize.
little
Yeah, no, it
was
does-
at
it seems
first,
like a
but Yeah,
conversation.
it's definitely a dialogue.
If you feel guilty about it, then you can just atone.
By clawing your throat out.
If I atone that much, no matter how much money I have, it won't be enough. Hehe. It's a joke. Now, go on. As I left the room, I bumped into an elderly man. It was Yuki's father.
Disgusting old man.
You did not describe him like that.
Yukie.
Sorry, Yukie, my bad. For some reason, I thought it would be pronounced differently, but I guess Kyrie, that would make sense.
Not Japanese brains.
Anyway, it was Yukie's father. In other words, my father-in-law. Father. Alright, who's taking father-in-law?
Who did the old, like, insanely old man voice for the young boy earlier?
That was Sadako.
I can take it for a time. I didn't want to intrude, so I waited in the hall.
I thought you were gonna do the old man voice, but that's fine.
That's like,
I'll
That's
do
a
what I
different
want.
take.
true.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard. Go. Yuki's that kind of girl. No matter what happens, she doesn't want you to hold back.
I've forced Yukie to give up on so many things. Put her through this during childbirth, such an important time in her life. I'm ashamed.
If you really feel that way, when you're done with your work, make some time for Yuki. She'll be happier with that than you passing your work off on someone else.
Thank you. I like the implication that Yukie's father doesn't know how to pronounce her name, by the way.
I didn't name you. I know full well you do important work. Be proud in what you do. Yuki is looking forward to your triumphant return.
Yes. I jumped into the taxi that was waiting outside.
Look at that car in the rearview mirror.
Look at the
Looks
cement
deformed.
truck.
Damn.
How does this look in the original?
Let's see.
Well,
It looks like...
there's
Yeah,
no
You're in the
some
cement truck.
passenger seat.
That's why
I mean,
it's
Get
deformed.
the
Wait, where are the
guy-
passenger
The
seats?
photo.
Oh no, because he's in a taxi, that's why.
Yeah.
Compared to the time when I first got here, the numbers on the fare meter had grown considerably. It seemed the modest time Yukie and I had spent together wasn't so modest from an objective point of view. Sorry to keep you waiting. Go ahead.
No worries. Well then, off we go.
The taxi jerked as it changed its gears to accelerate, soon burying the hospital my wife was in, behind
Jerked?
a throng of buildings. No, it did not jerk him off.
Damn.
Jerking my taxi.
You've never seen a taxi that jerks you off? Clearly, you've
Wow,
never
Ja-
been in a
You got
subway
ripped
truck.
off if your
Japan
taxi
is living
didn't
in the
jack you
future.
off.
If it was
Japan was living in the future 47 years ago.
If it was to
It
end
really
up
was.
as a really troublesome ordeal, I probably wouldn't be returning for quite some time, or having a taxi that jerks me off for quite some time. To call a rookie like me, my wife takes care of that, by the way. To call a rookie like me, and on top of that,
Hey.
one who's off duty, it seemed like that the section chief was calling for all hands on deck. The veteran upper
Yeah,
brass
I bet he was.
The veteran upper brass gathering on an emergency basis happened occasionally. This was the first time
All
that...
taxis on deck, too.
that I experienced everybody gathering together like this. Whatever was happening, there was no doubt it was going to be something novel. Right when my wife was ready to give birth. If I wanted to spend the time to curse my misfortunes, I'd be here all day. Didn't Keiichi say something almost exactly like this?
Yes.
Yes,
I
because
don't
this is
remember when,
Keiichi.
but yes.
Oh, because it's the same person. Okay. Even the
They have the same name color.
Even the verdant ginkgo trees lighting the streets that always brighten my mood seemed to lack some of their usual luster. Eventually, the government office came into view. Yeah, that's a government office for sure.
Literally the same background.
Briefly holding my breath, I let the feelings of tension course through my body once again. I had to remember the work I was doing was important, necessary, and difficult. I composed myself and sharpened my wit. Ready. The taxi stopped in front of the building. Kametsugaseki, Tokyo. Metropolitan Police Department. Public Safety Division.
Chief, everyone's here. Akasaka, could you close the blinds?
The blinds were usually closed when they needed to use the projector, or if the discussion was going to contain some particularly disturbing content. That was a nice effect. The blinds
Now it's black and
closed.
white.
The blinds closed with a satisfying sound, darkening the interior of the room. Immediately, the inside of the room was completely drained of the pleasant morning atmosphere, leaving behind only the cold illumination of the fluorescent lighting. After the supervisor ensured that everyone was present, he nodded to the section chief once again. With everybody on the edge of their seats, the chief stood up sullenly and began to give his report.
Approximately 48 hours ago, the Minister of Construction's grandson, who is also the son of one of his staff leaders, is believed to have been kidnapped. It is believed that the minister, in an effort to resolve matters amicably, chose not to report the situation to the police and plans to cede to the demands imposed upon him.
It seemed that approximately 48 hours earlier, the Minister of Construction's grandson... Did you know that Ryukishi enjoys saying the same thing again, multiple times? The Minister of Construction's grandson, who was also the son of one of his senior staff members, was kidnapped. Wait, what? Wait, no, that is new information. That's weird. Guys, that's really weird. Okay, anyway.
What the hell? How are they calling gay marriage weird?
The reason why it was phrased that way was because the person in question didn't admit it had happened.
Based on the results of surveillance conducted on the minister's residence, multiple suspicious phone calls from what is believed to be outside the city took place. The abducted child is said to be under treatment for some illness, but there's no trace of any hospital records or witnesses to such effect. Due to that, and various other reasons, we believe, without a doubt, the kidnapping has occurred.
Here, they omitted the details that brought this incident to light. If you think about it a bit, that meant that before this incident even happened, the minister's residence had been under surveillance already. I won't use the word spied upon. But you just did. You just did that. Anyway, of course, there wouldn't have been court approval for this, and it would have been very hard to explain to ordinary citizens. However, it was quite an effective method to catch wind of incidents like this before they got worse. I'd like for you to understand that dealing with these cases before they become a problem is the job of the Public Safety Division.
Why is he just following their demands instead of reporting this to the police? A new quotation mark, so it's like a new man.
The fact that a minister can't even trust the police! What is the world coming to? Oh, my heart medication!
Seems that a group of perpetrators demonstrated that they have quite a high level of surveillance on the minister themselves when they conducted the kidnappings. Enough to give the minister pause before calling the police.
We'll find out right away if you call the cops! More or less.
I like how the theme of the session is just old man now.
So it's possible there's a mole close to the minister.
Several of the higher-ranking members, who seem to have experience with this kind of thing, let out deep sighs. How? Wait, you're not supposed to be here. The goals of the perpetrators, their demands, as well
I
as
think she's such a good detective.
Stole the chief dialogue.
I died 2 years ago.
Oh, it's alright.
Or in the future.
You can
I don't
take the
know what
cheap
time it
dialogue.
is.
The goals of the perpetrators, their demands, as well as the entire incident are as of yet unclear, but in any case, the possibility that this may grow to threaten national interest is extremely high.
If their goal was simply to have their demands met for monetary gain, that would have been nice. However, if this is some politically motivated shakeup, things would get a lot more complicated. Since we're not
receiving any
Go ahead.
Since we're not receiving any cooperation from the victim, that means that we're not privy to any of the details of the threats or demands.
Due to the fact that we believe there may be a mole involved in this incident, this investigation is highly classified. Only the people in this room are to know of this. Furthermore, as this case is our utmost priority, we'll be placing a hold on everybody's normal duties.
No, Hinamizawa!
Understood?
No, Hinamizawa!
After that, the supervisor continued on, tactfully explaining our course of action. If this incident were to become public, it was possible that the minister's political life would be over. I'll spare you the explanation of how the rest of the Donimals would fall, but in the end, support in the Diet would decline, followed by a no-confidence vote on a snap election, and it might even expand communist influences.
This is in the
Right,
70s.
well, I get... It is the 70s! Late 70s, but still. In other words, we wanted to handle this delicately.
Kawasaki and Saiki monitor communications from the minister and the child's residences 24/7. Find out what the minister is doing. Report anything that happens. The remaining members investigate whatever is related to the case as assigned to your units. Focus your line of investigations on the commies, Reds, and Comfeds. Don't discount the possibility of foreign involvement, either.
I have experienced one or two unamicable situations before. This, however, was the first time I'd seen things get so hectic. Several sophisticated conversations were progressing without the involvement of a rookie like me. I didn't intend to be timid, but I couldn't hide my confusion at this unfamiliar situation.
And cover that. As for Akasaka-kun,
I snapped back to alertness upon hearing my name being called. Yes!
you investigate the environmental groups that petitioned the minister. Among them, there's that group protesting the Hinamizawa dam project that made the papers. Make sure you investigate them thoroughly. I doubt this is the act of some citizen group, but we have to eliminate every possibility we can.
Understood. So those opposed to the Hinamizawa Dam...
It's probably best if you go to the location personally, get some information from local authorities. They're a fairly radical organization, so the Public Safety Division there should have them marked as well.
Understood. I'll head over there.
Your wife. She's almost ready to give birth, isn't she? I apologize for the timing of all this, but I'm counting on your cooperation. We can't take our time with this. We just have to brute force it with our boots to the ground.
Your wife's almost gonna give birth, right? She's my wife now.
Oh my god!
Jesus
Akasaka is the cock that can.
He hasn't even had the chance to do anything yet. Let's give him a chance. He'll probably do better than Keiichi.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything, so he's the cock that can.
Oh my god. He's
It
about
all
to
fits.
start canning. Just you wait.
He's the cuck that might.
Yeah, I know.
Potential cock.
My wife hates to interfere with my work with her own circumstances anyways.
Sorry, and thanks for your wife. So then, as for Kawasaki-kun and Saiki-kun, to help support your
wife.
If and when, but never is.
We're gonna start building like some scaffolds underneath her.
This truly is the cuck arc already.
Potential cock.
This arc is the cuck that can't.
This is why you're not playing as Keiichi, because Keiichi actually scores.
No, he fucking doesn't.
This
Don't
is
lie.
why we don't
Yes, he does.
start
That's why
arcs
Oishi.
with 1 hour left.
That's why Oishi gave him the magazines.
That's not. Okay.
That was Ryukishi writing subtext for Keiichi scoring.
I didn't want to take a business trip when my wife was about to give birth.
Is business trip what he calls the cuck chair?
Even if I was a little busy, as long as I was in Tokyo, I could head to the hospital right away. On assignment, though, that would be difficult. Even so, I knew the work I was doing was important, and fully understood that I was was in no position to be so selfish.
His wife's in
Restart
a
for chapter
position right now.
You're in no position.
I'd have to make it up to my wife for having to be away for such an important. Sorry. I'd have to be away to make it up to my wife for having to be away at such an important time.
Pertinent?
Fortunate. Execute him immediately.
My wife, Yukie, would probably forgive me with a smile. This was very
Would probably
important.
also-
A condescending
Would
smile.
probably also give him a very important tape of
No,
her
shut
file.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, the only thing she could hate doing would be holding me back. My male ego, though, at least wish she would have tried to stop me. Sorry, Yukie.
What, from entering the cuck chair?
Oh, wait, yeah, I just remembered one piece of, translated text.
One Piece?
Shut up! Shut up! I
Wait,
remember.
the One Piece?
Shut up!
Real?
There was a one piece of translated text.
One Piece?
There was
The
one
Piece.
part of text that
The
was
one part?
that was
The one
translated
part is real.
in the last part of the credits. That was somewhat interesting.
Can we get much higher?
I'm about to. Give me a second.
Get to your point early, come on, man.
Jesus Christ! What is wrong with you guys?
We're all
Okay,
completely normal
so
individuals.
first of all, apparently Ryukishi was big into Ragnarok Online. He mentions multiple
Yeah?
times that he's been
Not
losing
cucking?
sleep over it in the last part of the credits. Anyway,
How is this related? What?
That's not related to anything. And neither is
Oh, I
the
think
next
you were
part.
implying that all Ragnarok Online players are cocks.
Is he playing Ragnarok Online while his wife is getting railed? Like, what? I don't understand the connection. Like, please help me.
He calls his cuck chair the Ragnarok Online
my
chair.
God.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the bull is.
Okay,
the bull
honey,
has
you
the-
go play
No, no.
Ragnarok Online.
the-
You go grind Super Noob, whatever the fuck that class was called.
The chair is online, but the bull is the Ragnarok.
But the Ragnarok isn't, I see.
Jesus. Okay. Whatever. I can't look for it under these conditions, so I'm just gonna tell you that basically
Under
he
these
said
conditions.
that he wants to hire like an actual good artist, but he's scared of trusting someone else, so he hasn't. Spoiler alert:
Really
he never will.
gets
I mean-
it.
Anyway.
I mean,
Were you going to say something?
that the artist fucks his wife.
Sorry, Yukie. I don't mind if you always complain to our child that their father couldn't come to the hospital when they were born, because he was too busy at work.
Because it was a different father.
It's not even gonna be your son, bro.
Why are we
Like,
so on
like
this
she
guy being
complains
a
about
cuck
that
now?
as he's there in the room as she's delivering. Why couldn't the father be here?
So here's the thing, if you're saying that he's the cuck that can't, that implies that Yukie wrote that EOSD review. I don't think she could have done that.
Why not?
Why not?
We don't know enough about her. Maybe she
Listen,
doesn't really.
yeah.
She's
no
that big a
possible
fan
way.
of Doom.
Yeah, Doom would have been out at this time, actually.
Toho 6, yeah, it would have been actually. No, it wouldn't have.
She just writes like a video essay, like the problem with tennis for two.
Oh my god. The problem with
It takes
Pong.
everyone like 7 hours to download the video essay because it's a video file.
The next day,
Also,
I took the bullet train to Nagoya, and from there transferred the train to XX Prefecture. Not unlike,
Also, for the
not unlike
record-
the path my sperm took when it entered my wife, because I'm not a cuck.
for the record,
Hey, now, a
Doubt?
non-
Doubt?
hey, now, a non-cuck would not
reason-
say that.
Doubt?
Yeah, that's
the
casting
reason
some doubt on
Ryukishi
Tejada
has-
himself, actually.
Oh my god.
The reason Ryukishi
I can't believe
was
he's not
unable,
gay now.
The reason Ryukishi
You can
was
be a
unable,
cuck and gay. There's really nothing preventing you.
Cuck and gay? Question mark? Reveal?
It's kind of
Or
inherent
no,
to the
cuck
fetish,
and
isn't it?
straight.
It's kind of inherent to the fetish, isn't it? Because you have to have another man there to get off.
Oh my god.
But what I was
That's
gonna
not
say
the
is that
same thing.
The reason Ryukishi
Pretty much is.
couldn't trust anyone else, he couldn't trust someone else with the art, was because he couldn't trust anyone after his wife slept with another man.
Oh my.
Obviously.
But no, he's into
Getting
that.
to my destination by land took several hours, much like how it took several hours for everyone to stop fucking talking about cuck.
It's
Anyway,
a delicate thing. Like, I mean, just because he let those other 5 dudes sleep with his wife doesn't mean that, like, just any old dude can sleep with his wife.
Exactly.
if I was
Professionals have standards.
They need to be able to play Pong together.
Exactly.
If we can't
These
have a good
bros.
civilized game of Monopoly before, like, they all run a
Ragnarok
train on my
Online.
wife, then
if I was traveling by air in that amount of time, I could probably get as far as Hong Kong. XX
Which might be far enough
Prefecture.
away to escape the cuck discussion.
XX Prefecture was by no means close.
They do a raid in Ragnarok Online, and after the raid's over, every member of the guild is
Then they raid his wife.
are they gonna get good drops?
I never sat in first class except for work, but whenever I did, the seats seemed stiff, like my
Like my
cock
wife's
when I put it in my,
boyfriend.
my wife, because I'm not
Like
a
my
cuck.
cock as another man entered my wife.
No, they do get good drops, but it takes 9 months for them to arrive.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a little bit what I was implying.
Closing my eyes, I mentally reviewed the documents I had read yesterday, saying that I was in fact the father. The group under investigation, the Onigafuchi Guardians. They were a group of residents.
Onigafuchi is what they call his wife.
They were
and
a
they're guarding
group.
from him.
They were a group of residents opposed to the development proposed under the Hinamizawa Dam project.
I was legalizing cucking.
The local protests were quite heated and were getting
Just
more
like my wife.
radicalized. Even limited
Just like
to
his
what
wife
was
was
written in
indeed.
the newspapers. There was
About my wife.
We're not pausing every line for this cuck joke. Even limited to what was written in the newspapers. There was bloodshed that occurred during a clash with the riot police. Interference with the dam project. Too many to count.
Just as like the
lack of-
Too many
bloodshed that
men
occurs in
to
the
count.
chair.
The
Unlike
number
the lack of bloodshed from his wife, Mr. Period.
the number of not men but petitions, sit-ins,
Sit-ins?
and direct
Sit
and,
in like him in the cuck chair?
and direct appeals to development organizations were innumerable. As an extension of that, there was a direct appeal to the Minister of Construction the other day. Are we all clear?
This is the worst session we've
The
ever
Minister
had.
of
This is the best session we've ever had.
Are you glad that we went through with this, Tahate? That we went through with the extra hour to do this little...
Akasaka is speaking now.
I mean, like, it's a little weird that you keep, like, bringing up all this cuck shit.
This was the reason why we were investigating this group in the first place. Because they kept making stupid cuckolding jokes. The land that they lived on was going
So
to
you're
be
offended by it.
the
Like,
land that they lived on was going to be submerged.
you're kind of
much-
recognizing yourself.
Much
in
like
it.
the monkey sub in Bloons Tower Defense 6. So it was no wonder that they would go into a frenzy over it.
Frenzy,
His
like the
wife is
spell from
also-
Skyrim.
His
Yes,
wife is also
like the
about
spell
to be
from
submerged.
Skyrim.
Yeah, his wife was also in a frenzy over it. By it. Let's just say
Even
other
given-
men.
Even given that, though, could they really be capable of doing something like kidnapping the Minister of Construction's grandson in order to halt the project?
No, they're kidnapping him to train him to cut Akasaka's wife.
For my Tomatak on it, I had some serious
That
doubts.
doesn't even make sense.
Toma take on it. This kidnapping plot was extremely sophisticated and,
Like all the cuck jokes.
and
Yeah.
complicated enough that it was believed that there was some political backing.
It
This
was
is
very
a reference to
complicated.
like
They
Tower
walked up
Defense
to the
6.
person and asked, "Are you this person?"
There wasn't something that could be pulled off. This wasn't something that could be pulled off by some group of local protesters.
A group
Well,
of local bulls, on the other hand, pull
well,
off.
just like the chief said, the plan was to eliminate all possibilities. Especially the possibility
they looked
that the
into
other people in this call are still
Especially
alive.
the possibility that her husband was the father of their child.
It's extremely unlikely, though,
While I'm in
Yeah.
the
given all that
XX
we've learned.
While I'm in the XX Police's reference room taking my time investigating, the higher-ups in Tokyo would probably solve the case.
The higher-ups in Tokyo will probably do some other things, too.
Without my involvement
his wife.
entirely.
Just like his wife.
Even if that was true, I couldn't regret being taken away from Tokyo while my wife was ready to give birth. This was
Damn, he
work.
doesn't even regret it.
There was really nothing that I could do. Ding dong.
Sorry, read that line again. There was nothing I could do, as in the cock that can't. As in I was right the whole time.
We
Wow,
haven't,
confirmed!
we haven't even got to Hinamizawa yet. Hold your fucking horses.
What is he gonna do in Hinamizawa? We already know the outcome.
His wife is gonna get...
The announcement.
Fucking 7 years ago.
The
He doesn't
announcement.
do anything. People
The
don't even
announce-
mention him.
The announcement that we would be arriving at our destination soon snapped me back to wakefulness.
Traveling? Is this an Umineko Chapter 1 reference?
My God. Gogura,
that's-
redacted prefecture, prefectural public safety division. The Onigafuchi Guardians? Alright, Chief, it's your line.
Yeah, they've been quite active around here.
The prefectural public safety department already had the documents and a cup of tea ready and waiting for me. I should have made some tea.
The documents were actually a 23andMe for his
I should have
unborn
made some
kid.
fucking Everclear.
Yeah.
You don't make Everclear, that's a brand. The short
You
of
can make Everclear at home.
I
You just
mean-
have to distill it.
Maybe you don't.
Someone has to make it.
the short
I mean,
I've got
you can make
Everclear with
anything if you really
90%
want to.
alcohol in it.
The short of it is there
Yeah,
a group
yeah,
of residents
yeah.
opposed to the dam.
Trying to cut
Why did
off
the
out
chief
of his
grow
life.
multiple personalities?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry.
You've got split personality disorder.
Somebody
Is it
voice the
technically
chief
cucking?
already, god damn it!
Really, it's probably better to say that every resident living on the land has fucked Akasaka's wife. Or it's going to be submerged. Rise to action, though.
Like the old. Oh, wait, sorry, that's
The old saying, fight to the last. They're a determined and well-prepared lot. It'd be nice if they drew the line at just being a moderate residential organization.
Did you almost say organization?
What?
That would have been awesome. I thought you were still going with the cuck thing for that line, but apparently not. The stack papers that had been they had prepared for me in the document room was by no means thin.
Photos of other men with his wife.
Yeah, like, you know, the thick cocks. The joke is that the cocks were thick.
Oh, I get it.
At first, wait, are you implying that something that's bigger requires a bigger picture
Yes.
when printed out?
Yes.
Like wider? Oh, okay. At first, they were pretty much your average citizens initiative, but ever since that incident with the riot police, they've really started to heat up. Now they've got a violent mentality, on top of growing increasingly radical.
That describes the bulls pretty well.
Violent organizations, not cuckolding organizations, usually indicate ones that enforce their own ideology without regards to the democratic process. Breaking that down, many of those organizations held extreme left revolutionary ideologies. Considering that...
Wow, this game is not woke.
Considering that, I couldn't help but be surprised that a citizens group would end up going this far. Radical citizens movements happen occasionally. It seemed, however, that this group was nothing as trifling as that. It seemed I would have to reconsider what exactly this Onigafuchi Guardians was. The
Four big guys.
The Guardians' demand, in other words, the withdrawal of the dam project, how far would they go to have that demand met? The kidnapping of the minister's grandson was classified. That meant, of course, I couldn't tell the redacted prefectural department about it either.
As you know, there were arrests after last week's confrontation with Minister Inukai. There's enough reason to believe they could use illegal means to assert their demands.
I skimmed over the list of the criminal records related to the Onigafuchi Guardians recorded in the documents. The contents were all violent, not giving me the barest hint of a feeling that these people were trying to uphold the law. Could you give me a basic rundown of the types of illegal activities the Onigafuchi Guardians are engaging in? Oh god. That's not even...
Your wife.
Well, in some places it is.
It probably would have been illegal back then. I wouldn't be surprised.
Adultery?
I was about to say that's
Like,
not
those
illegal,
places.
but there are places where it is in fact illegal. I'm pretty sure even in the States. Anyway, the chief opened up a manila envelope, fished out several unorganized sheets, and spread them out on the desk.
There were like 3
Very
separate
assertive.
touches I could have made there. You'll have to applaud my restraint.
Thank you.
It seems that raids on the construction site are the most common. At first, we're committing relatively petty crimes like cutting power cords, jamming locks, and breaking office windows by throwing rocks.
Of course, what really happened first were things like demonstrations, sit-ins, and distribution of pamphlets, lively but democratic forms of protest. However, then the demonstrators and the police clashed, which started a riot, leading to numerous injuries and arrests. It was from then on that the Onigafuchi Guardians, like their name implies, began to take a more demonic form of residence. Or
Residence?
resistance. I read that as residence because I remember them holding up in the shrine, apparently.
Tej is the cop that
residence?
can't read.
Or demonic form of residence. Is that what Asmongold does in his house?
Wait, demonic residents? Would you say that the residents are,
Little evil.
malicious?
Would you say it's a heavenly pagoda?
Beautiful pagoda.
No, it was beautiful pagoda that he said. Which is not the
I don't
title.
fucking know Toho, man.
Oh, good thing that's not Toho. Anyway, if the raids were frequent, didn't the local police up their patrols?
Well, of course they were in full alert. They were up against locals, you know? There wasn't much the police could do if they were sneaking around under the cover of darkness.
You might as well label the entire map of Hinamizawa village around the dam construction site enemy territory. No matter how alert the police were, the locals would just show them exactly how easy it was to sneak around.
Actually, it was the police. It was after the police upped security that the protesters started getting even more extreme, as though they were being provoked. You see here? Can you tell how things started to heat up?
Oh yeah, it is heating up. Nice.
Literally heating up.
An
That was just Keiichi cooking.
That was my first thought. An office set on fire. The destruction of heavy construction equipment. Destruction? They couldn't have used explosives.
No way. You see, they crammed the gas tanks full of sugar cubes. If they do that, it fouls the engines.
Even in Japan, it seemed there had been people doing that to the vehicles of occupying forces right after the war. Compared to misdemeanors like breaking windows, it was extremely violent and aggressive. After being toyed around with to that extent, the local police have completely lost face.
The arson was a bit much. After that, the local police drastically increased the number of personnel they had stationed there around the clock. The raids on the construction site quieted down a bit after that.
He used the words quieted down, but that was still smack dab in the middle of the list of crimes.
See, after they found that attacking the site had become difficult, they started resorting to personal attacks. Like cutting up a damn foreman into 40 pieces. The first people targeted were the construction workers.
After that, there was silence. I wonder why.
Because they had enough of the cock jokes, didn't want to say it anymore.
Oh. It was being described to me, it was a guerrilla war fought in the jungle. Threats and violence against the workers. Harsh words and harsher rocks were thrown. There's quite a list of accusations here, but there's not a whole lot of convictions.
Of course not. First of all, there's no witnesses. On top of that, even if we identify the perpetrators, they have alibis coming out of the woodwork.
What do you mean, by that?
Take, for example, you're walking around Hinamizawa, when a certain man stabs you with a knife. You remember the person clearly, and even know his name and address. However, the knife doesn't have any fingerprints on it, and there's no other physical evidence. Well, you'd think this would be a run-of-the-mill case of assault, wouldn't you? In Hinamizawa, though, it's a perfect crime.
Because there's no beginning! Oh!
No, it's because his wife is being railed at home.
Everybody is. The entire village. Alright, okay, I'm gonna slip into the ritual implement storehouse real quick. There's a murder implement I gotta get.
Maybe there's an implement in there for fucking Akasaka's wife as well.
Cool, refreshing drinks for all the bulls? Is that the implement you need?
Guys, what do you think the restraining table is for?
It's for restraining Akasaka.
Everybody is. The entire village. They're all in on it. And by it, let's just say, to protect the man who was the perpetrator. They'll get their stories straight and prepare an alibi. To that end, they'll probably even forge some evidence.
There's nothing they can do but put them on trial. On top of there not being any material evidence, though, people testify one after another to cover his side of the story. Any prosecutor would hesitate to file charges. I'm not sure about murder, but if it's something like opening a gash on somebody's forehead with a thrown rock, or leaving a bruise after hitting someone, even if you could single out the suspect, there's enough reasonable doubt not to convict.
I feel like this one is targeted at me specifically.
Yeah, we're gonna open a gash on your forehead.
No, not that part. Every case
Wait,
is...
the cucking?
Every case is without a doubt... No, not the... Every case is without a doubt.
It really is the concocted hand.
The fucking bruise! The fucking bruise! What do you mean?
Cock that can't even present his theories.
Every case is without a doubt perpetrated by someone in Hinamizawa, but they can't identify
Can't
who.
read Higurashi for an hour without being interrupted.
Even
The
if
cop that can't get a conviction.
even if they could figure out who it was, they're unable to obtain enough circumstantial evidence through due process. The villagers
They
were
can't obtain enough evidence.
They're unable. The villagers
Meaning they
were all
can't.
extremely well informed about this, and so the malicious, vicious, and tenacious personal attacks continued. The victims can't have been okay with that, right? Couldn't they have filed for an appeal?
Well, you see, about that, everybody on the inquest committee didn't want to get involved with something so troublesome. They won't stick their noses into anything related to Hinamizawa.
The inquest committee is comprised of a random selection of local residents. In the event the prosecutor fails to get a conviction, they have the power to order a retrial. It's a system designed to assert the will of the people on the actions of expert prosecutors in the legal world. In this case, however, being composed of local residents has backfired. They don't want to get involved? Why is that?
Akasaka, aren't you supposed to be a fucking police officer? Shouldn't you already know all this?
Well, this is local stuff to some degree. I assume that's like him monologuing to the audience.
I mean, it's exposition dump, but also,
Yeah.
why him? How do I explain this? You could say they're afraid, since it's a little special there.
Special? Is it an out?
You
Is it an
want my
outcast?
special?
Is that outcast or outcast? I can't tell. I don't usually see that. spelled
It's
that
like
way.
the one character in Deltarune who adds E to the end of every word.
The word would still be cast, but yeah.
Is it an
What
outcast
is
community?
cast? No, it's a little different from that. Well, just think of them as being afraid. It's a little hard to explain it just now. Oh, right, there's an easier way.
Wiping his forehead with a handkerchief, he opened a file labeled as a list of members of the Onigafuchi Guardians.
Power of the Onigafuchi Guardians, you see. The fact that count many people among their members who are influential in neighboring areas. Could you take a look at this?
I looked. What I saw startled me. Prefectural and municipal assembly members, staff members of the Chamber of Commerce, an executive of a business association, an executive of a town council association, and a PTA liaison. There were more than a few people with a lot of say both locally and in the neighboring regions.
Around here, you could pretty much expect your actions to be observed by those against the dam project. If you said something in its support, who knows how it would work out to your advantage,
To your disadvantage.
to your disadvantage. In any case, every town in this area is being held by the throat by somebody from Hinamizawa.
The list of Inquisition committee members is undisclosed, isn't it? There has to be some measures in place to make sure they'd avoid retribution, no?
Well, it is undisclosed, so their privacy is assured, but the person in charge of that is from the Okinomiya Municipal Office. In other words, a local. While you might expect some professional confidentiality, you can't know how everybody is connected. The people from Hinamizawa have a lot of tight bonds in that regard.
When you consider the obligations and duties people have to the region, the web of information thereby formed is nothing to scoff at. Wow, they have the web already? That's crazy. It's not uncommon for housewives in a neighborhood to know which kid from which house is what grade in which school, what subjects they're good at, and what vegetables they hate, among other things.
You see, there's a Yakuza organization here with strong ties to Hinamizawa and the surrounding area. It would seem that they're providing full support in these recent incidents. They seem to be proving most effective.
Gangsters? Siding together with the residents opposed to the construction of the dam? It's a little hard to see what their common interest is.
It's not that difficult at all. You see, actually, one of the lieutenants in that gang is originally from Hinamizawa. He was adopted into a rather influential family in the village.
Exactly what was this Hinamizawa? I had thought it was some desolate, rustic village.
Do you know Hinamizawa?
No.
Yes,
However-
Higurashi-sama.
However, for some reason, they exerted a strong influence on the surrounding areas, and had a strong sense of unity. They would protect their village by any means necessary, even if that meant resorting to violence.
Sense of unreal.
The chief said that they were afraid because there were numerous influential people living there. But somehow, I got the feeling that they were afraid of the village itself, almost as if there was some sort of swamp gas explosion waiting to happen. There was something clearly different from what I had read in the documents in Tokyo. This was no simple residential protest against the dam. For some reason, an uneasy feeling began to nestle itself at the back of my mind. I chose the most basic way to ask my question. In other words, I directly asked what I wanted to know. I also like to repeat myself like the author of this story, Ryukishi07. Chief, this is just a hypothetical situation, but...
Huh?
This Onigafuchi Guardians, in order to halt the dam project, do you think they could, say, threaten somebody important to accomplish that? The chief replied immediately.
It's possible. Truth be told, we've already gone to municipal and prefectural offices, as well as local offices of the Ministry of Construction, and done things that could be construed as intimidation. Several of the workers' families have also reported that they're being followed around by some suspicious people, such as Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student.
No, finish the line. Finish the line if you're gonna make that joke. It's required.
I don't remember it, sorry. My bad.
Don't worry, chat typed it out like
Watch out for her.
5 separate times for you.
Oh, I'm illiterate, sorry.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
you
fine,
just
I'll
can't
say it
read.
then. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student, hidden somewhere within this academy. Watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusawa, hidden somewhere within this...
Okay.
Well, that would make
Hidden the
sense.
16th Academy.
Hidden in the 16th Academy, somewhere in this student. Watch for her. To halt progress on the dam, they raided the construction site, destroying heavy machinery, and Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student, and lighting the construction office on fire.
Hidden somewhere within Akasaka's wife.
Oh my god.
No, I'm pretty
I
sure it would have been
fucking hope
found
not.
very easily.
If
The
they,
amount of traffic going on in there.
if they didn't have... If they didn't have
like a
any...
damn freeway.
If they didn't have any qualms about doing that, threats and violence against people related to the dam would probably be no problem. But that was it. Even your everyday hoodlum could use threats and violence. However, this time it was the kidnapping of the minister's grandson, an abnormally high-level crime. Only capable of being done by a level 100 boss, not a level 1 crook. Not only was pulling off the kidnapping difficult in the first place, but so was maneuvering to have the minister surrender to their demands immediately. There was no way this was the work of amateurs.
What if they just got lucky?
Did these people have the power to enact this large of a crime? That was the heart of the matter. Was the Onigafuchi Guardians an organization capable of pulling this off? In order to ask that question, once again, I chose the most basic method. Again, hypothetically, do you think they could kidnap a relative of someone of political importance? There's no way they could pull off something that big. That was the answer I most hoped for. If it was that answer, my work was as good as halfway done. I might be able to get back in time for my wife to give birth. That was how it was supposed to be. The chief, without a hint of hesitation, replied,
They just might. There's no telling how far they'd go.
"Sorry, Yukie. It seemed like my work wouldn't end so simply after all." I guess we can pause there, unless this is almost the end of the scene.
Oh, Akasaka can.
I think we'll pick this up next week. But there's your taste of Himatsubushi.
This
Damn,
was
we're already getting
definitely-
cucked out of chapter 4.
We're already over time.
I
Do you
really-
guys want to keep going? We can keep going. Until the
I mean,
end.
I'll keep going on Akasaka-kun's wife. You know.
Okay,
Yeah, me
fine.
too.
We'll keep going.
Yes, Hinamizawa.
Goodbye, good night, everybody.
No, stay. Okay,
You're
go,
gonna cut
go
down
on,
a good
Chief.
night's sleep now. Ah!
How's the information gathering at your assigned region?
It's coming along. It seems I'll be able to meet with their local public safety department, so I'm planning on heading out that way.
You with their local public safety department? What?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. 100%.
It seems I'll be able to meet. Well, you see, I just said that because Akasaka is really good at mewing.
Playing
I think
myself?
He's
about
got that
it.
skibbity riz. And you guys
Why
are all
didn't I-
doubting him.
Now I think about it, why did you say it's cucking along instead of it's coming along?
Yeah, why did you say that?
I'm going to
Please
kill.
explain.
Weird.
I'm going to kill everyone in this call and then myself.
It was a Freudian slip. Please understand.
It seems I'll be able to mew
It's a cuck
with their
slip,
local
yeah.
public safety department, so I'm planning on heading out that way. How's the investigation in Tokyo going?
The others are progressing along, but the number of groups we have to investigate are countless. Time isn't really a luxury here.
There were no new developments at this time. No matter how suspicious the Onegafuchi Guardians was, if they solved the case in Tokyo, my job was done. It looked like my wishful thinking wouldn't come to pass. Hanging up the phone, I let my gaze drift outside the window to the valley of unfamiliar buildings.
Akasaka-san, a car you can borrow just returned. Take you to it, so follow me.
Ah, thank you. He showed me the elevator to the underground parking lot where a battered sedan was waiting for me.
Like a battered wife or a battered Sadako.
So true, it's a reference. That the steering wheel kept drifting to the left was a little concerning, but it would be enough to get me around for a while.
So is the fact that Akasaka's name is a palindrome symbolic for how...
Go on.
Go ahead.
Finish your statement.
You wouldn't get it.
Symbolic for how... Speed it up.
Okay, I see.
If you think about it for a bit, you'll understand.
Listen, if you're trying to connect this to the cuck thing, I don't get it. Sorry. My destination...
I wasn't, but I mean,
being-
if your
Okay.
mind goes
Cut out
there,
an
then like
answer.
we can probably make that work if that's what you want.
My
Like, the direction you
destination...
want to go.
I don't.
Since you're so
I
obsessed with
don't.
it.
I don't want to
get
go
you-
that direction because
We'll
my
get you like a-
destination was Shishibone City in Redacted Prefecture.
Fine, Ted, for your birthday, we'll get you like a cucking doujin or whatever, since you're so obsessed with it.
No! Stop! Those kinds of
You're so
dojins
obsessed
suck
with it.
anyways. Anyway,
Well, it's actually really easy to understand because Akasaka, right? You read it the same regardless of what end you start on, right? Just like how his wife sleeps with a man no matter what end you're talking about.
There's a man on both ends of his wife.
What the choices were about at the beginning. Laid the
an area under the control of the Onegafuchi Guardians The Okinomiya police station was right on the front lines. If we're going overtime, stay on fucking topic. God damn.
Okay, I'll stay on topic.
Christ.
So, anyway, cucking Akasaka.
It's a good topic, you have to understand.
Did we get tips in chapter 4? Okinomiya XX
Yeah.
Prefecture. Okinomiya police station.
The whole palindrome thing wasn't actually about the trying to like lead into a cucking thing. I just thought it was funny that his name was a palindrome.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And it is a reference to how cocking is an
And it's a reference to
Cucking is not a palindrome.
cucking.
It's not, but it is an asymmetrical verb.
Cuck.
That has
Like
nothing to do
if you
anything.
if you like think of it phonetically, it's a palindrome. It's a phonetic palindrome.
Okay, bye.
Bye YouTube.